Alrighty, I think we're set to go. Tone down my fan a little bit. Alrighty. Oh, there's all my testing messages. Let me let me hide those a little bit. So I wonder if I can maybe center my webcam a little more. That looks a lot better. Now let's go a little more over here. Doing a little impromptu troubleshooting. I don't think anybody's in chat yet, so I don't really care. Also want to test and see how the light... I have a fill light back there. There we go, right there. I'm sort of trying to experiment with it a bit. It looks really bright on camera, but I like the way it fills the room, so I don't know. When people get in here, I guess I'll I'll ask, I'll find out. See what people think. I can also change the color, which is pretty sick. I'm gonna go with this. This is on brand. Alrighty. Well, I don't have anyone to chat with right now, so I think I should just jump right into the game. So let's kill the music real quick, and I will jump right into the game, and we'll just get started, and when people start coming in, I'll say hi, you know? Now let's, you know what? Here, since nobody's here yet, that's another thing I'm going to figure out. Get a little impromptu here. Let's go BRB for a sec. I know there was a way to... Isn't there a way to, like, preset a source? Like a preview? Not scene filters. Nope, that's not what I want. Alright, alright. I think I got it all fixed. What's up, Zach? How we doing? How we doing tonight? Oh. Also, what do we think of the lighting setup in the back? I didn't get a chance to set that up last night, but I think it looks decent. I think it at least looks decent. And also let me know how the audio mixing is. 'Cause I did tweak my audio just a little bit before I got started. People were saying the game was a bit too loud last night. So I just want to make sure it's good. And also my fan. I have a fan on, so I want to make sure that's not getting picked up on the mic. Those are exactly the kind of vibes I'm going for. Super cozy vibes. Maximum coziness. That's the goal of everything I got set up here. And also the types of games we're going to be playing over the next few months. I'm very excited to get into them. But anyway, since I got you here, okay, good. No fan. That's great. This is a really quiet fan. I got this, like, little portable fan here. Super quiet. So I'm glad it's not picking up on the mic. Levels are good. Yeah, the music ducks down. I have that set up on all of my music sources, so... should be good from here on out, but if we need anything tweaked when I move over to the game, just let me know, and I can make some adjustments. All right, I'm gonna kill the music real quick. We're gonna transition into the game. Zach, have you ever played any of the Icarus games? I'm kind of curious. And also, don't mind the fact that there is no game feed right now. For whatever reason, the game capture is kind of finicky. But there we go. Alrighty. I am ready to get going here. Now, I did a little bit of research on this game before starting. So, Myths and Monsters is one of those Game Boy games that has, like, a mystery development cycle. Like, we don't know anything about how this game was made. Which is really unfortunate, but as far as I know, from what I've been able to gather, it's basically like a port of the original. It's not an exact one-to-one port, because the level design is all original. Also, Ryan, what's up? I'm glad you could make it. This is the first official stream. We got no... Last stream was a test stream that was cleverly disguised as my first return stream, but this is the actual real first return stream, and I'm so excited to be here. But to explain, to explain this game, it's basically the first game again, but portable. It's kind of like if you were to compare Super Mario Land to Super Mario Brothers, where it's like basically the same game, but it's, you know, the level design's obviously different. But it's almost exactly the same in terms of gameplay. And I'm going to explain some of the things, some of the quirks about this game and how it works. And they're similar to the NES game. And I sort of went over it during the test stream, but I will... Oh, you got me up on the huge TV? That is awesome. That is fantastic. Ryan, what do you think of my lighting setup, by the way? Let me go back to my chatting screen so you can see it. What do you think the fill, the blue light fill that I got going in the back here? I think it looks pretty nice. Zach thinks it's pretty cozy, but I want to get your opinion on it. I hope the this right here, I hope that's not too bright. I hope that's not too much of a distraction. I bit my tongue there a sec. I'm so excited. That's great. This is one of those Govee lights, so I can always change the colors. So for playing something like Majora's Mask or something, we can make it purple. I can make it purple for like Wario Land. Like that would be fun. We can do red. We can do, and I can put custom colors. These are just the preset colors, but I think the blue is pretty on brand. So I'm gonna stick with blue for now. And we can always change it later. But just to give you guys a little bit of insight on how this game functions, because it is sort of a bizarre game. It's not as straightforward as you may be led to believe. So this game has sort of an RPG like experience system. Sort of like Zelda 2, but unlike Zelda 2, where it's like very clear on how you level up and how you advance, this game, it's all hidden. Or rather, it's in the manual, but I think even the manual doesn't explain certain things. If you want to, you can increase your strength, right? And if you want to increase your strength, what you need to do is abide by this hidden skill point system. The game has a bunch of parameters, hidden parameters, that as far as I'm aware aren't in the manual, and this is in terms of the original NES game, where you will be graded on certain actions. Like killing enemies gets you plus 100 points, but taking damage is minus 300. And there's like this huge list, and I can always find the list and post it if any of you are curious to know exactly what it is. But yeah, there's all these different things that what you do in game determines how you earn this hidden score. And you need to find these rooms where Zeus is. And if your point threshold is above a certain point, you're considered worthy, and Zeus will give you an arrow of strength. And in the original NES game, you can get up to 5 arrows of strength, and you deal more damage. In this game, there are more than 5. However, the experience point requirements are currently unknown. Like, nobody knows what it is. We do know how many points you need to increase your life. There's a score. Most NES games still had a score. And this score is actually visible. That's the one, like, at least in the NES game, it's the score that's located at the top of the screen. Yeah, you gotta open up this... You gotta do research on this game. Which I think creates a bit of a barrier of entry, but it is what it is. I'm willing to put in the extra effort to figure it out so that we can have a smoother experience here, and I'm not bumbling around, because that's also kind of what happened last stream. Was I was sort of just like bumbling around, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to grind? Am I supposed to just keep going? I don't know how much they changed it from the original, because the original already was kind of an obtuse way of advancing your character, but it is you know, I think it's cool. It was very ahead of its time, and I appreciate it, but I also think it was kind of clunky, and I really think what Kid Icarus could have used was a Super Nintendo sequel. I think that would have been fantastic. We didn't get a Super Nintendo sequel. We got a Game Boy sequel. This is like the next best thing, but unfortunately, this was the last Kid Icarus game for like 2 decades until we got Kid Icarus Uprising. And to this day, Kid Icarus Uprising is still the last Kid Icarus game. So I don't know if Kid Icarus Uprising just didn't sell well, or what exactly the deal was there, because the game's incredible. Maybe it is because of the controls, but I don't know. I think it could also just have to do, it probably had something to do with Smash Brothers Ultimate and Sakurai having his hands tied. So that's probably why. So here's hoping, now that we have this new Kirby Air Ride sequel coming out, maybe we can get a Kid Icarus Uprising sequel or an Uprising remake on Switch 2 with the mouse controls. I think that would just fix the game completely. Because the controls, I'm telling you, that's the only thing holding that game back. It is a fantastic game. But to get off of a tangent about Uprising and getting back to the matter at hand here, in order to increase your life, to get your health increased, you also need to surpass a certain level of points. And at the end of every stage, that is when your point total is calculated to figure out if you can level up and get more health. And luckily, the amount of points that you need for Myths and Monsters has been documented by the Kid Icarus community. I have the amounts right here in front of me. To get to level 2, we need 3,000 points. For level 3, a little over 9,000. Level 4 is just under 19,000. And for level 5, it is about 28.5 thousand. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully the score is displayed somewhere and we can keep track of that easily. But I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way so that we know what we're doing and we can sort of gauge it a little bit better. What I'll probably do, and I did this when I played the NES game, was when you get to the first fortress, I'll see if we find a room with a hot spring so we can heal and then just farm enemies for a little bit and get our life up. But as for strength, that's anybody's guess. So I don't know if we're gonna level strength all the way up, but I'll do my best. We'll figure it out. Otherwise, that's pretty much like the big thing with advancement. It is still just sort of like a platformer, sort of a run and gun kind of game. I do have a few notes on the items. And this we'll sort of get into that more when we get to the fortress, and I'll sort of go over it. But that's kind of like the gist of it. I also pulled up some maps for the fortresses, so that way we're not running around in circles. And we have a little bit more direction, because last night, Zach, you missed it, but we did get to the first fortress, and I was stuck on that shit for so long. We were running around in circles. It got to the point where I was just so tired that I just called it. I'm just like, guys, I'm going to bed. It was already a long day. I was really busy. But I had to just like cut it off at a certain point. I'm just like, yeah, I'll come back and I'll be better prepared next time. So that is how that stream went. But yeah, we're gonna restart the game from scratch now, well informed, and I think it should be a relatively smooth ride. I'm excited to experience it with you guys. Dream scenario, Sakurai is busy with Air Riders, so Nintendo just ports Ultimate. That's what I'm hoping happens. I really hope Nintendo just is like, let's just port Ultimate, because I don't see how you could ever top Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I really don't. I'm in the camp of people who, like, I just straight up don't want another Smash game. I would rather them port Smash Ultimate to Switch 2 and add Smash Run. The same game, but add Smash Run, and it's perfect. I don't need another Smash Brothers game. So that's personally where I stand. I think Sakurai is a very talented developer, and I would hate to see his talents wasted on a single franchise that I think has kind of peaked already. I think if you make another Smash Brothers game, like, you can never do anything to the extent of Ultimate ever again, and like, I feel like it can only go downhill. Like, the quality might still be good, but like, it's never gonna be as expansive as Ultimate. So I say just port Ultimate and then let Sakurai make some other games. But that is a tangent for another time. Why don't we get into this game and actually get going with it? All right. So To break this down, our strength is measured in arrows, so those are the arrows of strength that we need to get. And then items and weapons, I will go over those as we get to them. The treasures would be the sacred treasures, and those are just the MacGuffins we need to complete the game. And then the map only comes into play during the fortresses. But I will tell you right now that that map function is going to be absolutely fucking useless to us. Because when you go into the fortresses, you need to purchase 3 separate items to make the map work. You need to first and foremost get the piece of paper, which is 1 item that costs a certain amount of hearts. And hearts are your currency in this game. Then you need to purchase a pencil, a completely separate item, so that you can mark down where you are. But you also need to get a torch, a 3rd separate item, because if you don't have the torch, you can't see the map, apparently. I guess Pitt has really bad eyesight. So I'm just using a map. I just pulled up a map on Spriter's resource, and I'm just going to be looking at that. Because what a waste. I'm just like, man, that just sounds like unnecessary padding, and I'm not in the mood. You know, we have Zach here, and you know, we can get a little bit more into this, but Zach is a bit of a he's a retro gaming purist. You know, I respect the hell out of that, but when it comes to these sorts of things, there comes a point where I'm like, man, I got shit to do. And I think there is a certain joy to be had with experiencing retro games the way that they were intended to be experienced, the authentic experience. But, I don't know. There are certain things where I'm like, you know, I want to get a move on. And then ultimately, if I'm not having fun with it, then, you know, if it's something I can do to enhance my personal fun factor, I'm gonna do that. So we're not gonna grind here forever, but I do want to get a decent amount of hearts to start off here. And also every enemy we kill is gonna be put towards our strength bonus. God's intended experience. Zach is the type of guy to, you know, he'll play NES games on real hardware. I think, didn't you recently beat the original Star Fox on real hardware? I don't know if that was on original hardware, but I know you beat the original Star Fox recently, and I gotta give my hats off to you on that, because I've played the original Star Fox, and the best I could do was Route 1. I tried Route 2, and I got my ass handed to me. And you did all 3 routes, if I remember correctly, so kudos for that. You can break some walls with hammers to find secrets! You can. I don't think that's a thing in the original NES game, but that seems to be a new application for hammers. And again, I'll do my best to explain concepts as we find them. But so far, everything should be relatively self-explanatory. Another thing, comparing this game to the NES original. The NES original has something that I'm sure Zach is very familiar with. A lot of NES games, when you progress either forward or upwards, you create a death plane. So, for example, if I were to jump up here, if this was an NES game, and I were to jump off of here, I would die. But this game actually does have a scrolling world, which is great. And then also Pitt, you can descend his fall by tapping the button. Tapping the jump button, you can flap his wings to slow his descent, which is nice. It's kind of like using the Tanuki suit in Mario 3. Oh, and we have an enemy room. We gotta clear all these enemies for a chance to just get some hearts. We don't get a reward for doing this. The reward is just hearts, pretty much. I will say, I'm not crazy about the bats. I think that's kind of boring. The original Kid Icarus had some really wacky enemy designs. And these rooms, you had enemies called speck noses, and they were giant, floating, disembodied noses with eyes, which I don't know what that has to do with Greek mythology, but I mean, I thought it was pretty fun. It's goofy. Nothing wrong with bats, but I don't know, it just seems like a step down in the creativity department. Yeah, Star Fox 1 on SNES took you 2 weeks. Star Fox 2 was too hard, had to rewind, must admit. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. So, Kid Icarus is, at least the NES game, is what we would call a sister development game. It was the sister development game to Metroid, so it was developed alongside it. The Legend of Zelda also had a sister game. That would be the Mysterious Murasame Castle. But Mysterious Murasame Castle never left Japan. That was a Famicom exclusive. So Kid Icarus is kind of interesting in that it was also released internationally. What I just picked up there was a harp. When you pick up a harp, all enemies on screen become mallets. We can use the mallets to break open certain walls to find items. But also, when we get to the fortresses, you'll find these little statues of these little guys, these little fellas. They're called Centurions, and you can open up the Centurions and free them. And when you get to the boss, the Centurions will help you. At least that's how it worked in the NES game. I'm not 100% sure if the Centurions are a thing in this game, but I guess we'll find out. Mallets are still a thing, so I have to assume that there are Centurions. But we will see. That's part of the fun here. And I don't expect to get super explainy with a lot of the other games that we'll be doing for this marathon. I'm only explaining a lot because this is very, very similar to a game that I played earlier this year. So, oh shit! I just hit my save state button. I just had another save state. Oops. God damn. We can put that down as an L. I don't know if you know what, the L, I don't think my fail command is working. I was gonna figure that out with Ryan. But you know what? Ryan can stand in for it and he can give me an L. That's fine. We're early in and I've been explaining most of this, so I'm fine with resetting. Oh man, I completely forgot that I set those save states last night. I'm gonna fix that real quick. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, it's working! There we go. Taking 5 L's this stream. You know what? We'll count all of the L's that I took last stream with this stream, and we'll call it even. So let's just do that. Oh, and also, okay, that is my load state button. Okay. Getting this out of the way now. I don't make any guarantees, you know, I'm not infallible. I'm not making any guarantees that, like, oh, we're not gonna get any L's on this stream. There we go, I fixed it. And yes, I do have save states enabled because there are a few things in this game that I think warrant save states. And I will go over those when we get to them, but at least I don't have to explain everything all over again because, well, I already explained it. And we can just get going here. So you're right, since I'm multi-streaming, it's double the L's. One for YouTube, one for Twitch. Alright. We'll recuperate. It's fine. We just gotta reimburse ourselves with some hearts. But, you know, this could have been a Super Nintendo game. And I think that would have been really cool. But, hey, it is what it is. I would say that this game is, at least so far from what I've played, this game is technically better than the NES game. Because it is basically the NES game, but a little bit more intuitive. Although I think I prefer the soundtrack of the NES game a little bit more. And also the enemy designs and just sort of like the overall feel of the game. But, you know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, let's fight these bats again. Oh, there we go. Excellent. I am using the DualSense controller because it's very, very comfy for 2D games. Very, very comfy. It is my controller of choice for 2D games. Or, well, if I have the option to choose it, it is my controller of choice. Oh man, I was getting kind of risky there. Oh, another thing, and I don't remember if this was a thing in the original, but I don't think enemies dropped health in the original game, and that's a thing that these guys are doing, which is really nice. So this game's a little more forgiving. I'm gonna see if I can bait these skull guys to come down. But they need to be at a height where I can still reach the hearts. Maybe right here. Oh, another thing, in the NES game, you could move while crouched. You cannot move while crouched in this one, so that is one reduction towards Myths and Monsters. That is one advantage of the NES game. Oh, come on, guys. This game also has a scrolling level design where, you know, we're going up. It's a vertical level design, but as we go left and right, the level loops, and it makes the levels seem a little bit more expansive than they are. The NES game had a fixed camera, so... Look, can we get some enemies on screen so I can take advantage of this harp? Please? The original game, it was also a lot easier to force enemy spawns, so grinding was a lot easier as well, so... You know, it is what it is. So, I'm save stating right here. I'm going to explain how these rooms work. These are called... Well, I think they're just called, like, challenge rooms or like, secret rooms or some shit, but... all of these jars, except for one, all of them have items in them, but hidden in one jar is the God of Poverty. If you find the God of Poverty, all of the other jars disappear. However, if you break all of the jars before the one with the God of Poverty, and then you open up the final jar, instead of the God of Poverty, you'll get, like, a special, like, rare item. And, obviously, I'm going to be save stating here. We're probably going to find them, so... Let's see. Let's see if I get lucky. So far, so good. Get that mallet. There we go. Oh, man, am I going to get it? Oh, wow, I didn't even need a save state. Holy shit! Hello? Wow. That never happens. I don't think I've ever done that before. That's excellent. Fucking A. Well, what we just picked up was the barrel. And when we go to shops, we can find little bottles of, I think it's just straight up wine in the NES manual, but in Kid Icarus Uprising, it's I think it's ambrosia. So I'm gonna say it's ambrosia because that's a little bit more in line with the mythology theme. But you can collect bottles, and if you have a barrel, you can store the bottles in the barrel. And the way they work is they're kind of like red fairies in Zelda. If your health falls, well, not exactly, because red fairies revive you when you die. I think in this game, if your health falls below a certain point, you will automatically consume a bottle and restore health. So it's kind of like it's an HP insurance policy. It's the best way to describe it. And yes, these white spiky things will damage you. I found that out the hard way last night, so try to steer clear of those. Curious to see when we find our first shop. Alright, let's see what's in this door. Here is a shop. So those are the bottles I was talking about before. Now, you know, when you leave a room, the door shuts permanently, and in the NES game, there's nothing you can do about that. But here, as you can see, there's a key that we can buy, and you can use keys to reopen doors. We don't have enough hearts to do that. In fact, we don't even have enough hearts to get the bottle, so I'm probably not going to buy anything. I'll get another hammer. Might as well. Yeah, no, not much we can do. In the original NES game, something that was very cool, very fun mechanic, was if you plugged in a second controller and you held down A and B while you're in a shop, you could haggle the prices and you could lower the prices. And it was actually based on your strength level. So if you have a strength level that is higher than the number of the stage or the world that you are in, you could lower the prices, which is a really, really good way of getting through the game without needing to collect as many hearts. It's still recommended to get as many hearts as you can, but sort of lessen the load a little bit. So, for example, if I'm in stage 1 and I want to haggle, I need a strength of at least 2. So those strength arrows you see, I need at least 2 strength arrows. And if I'm on stage 4, then I need 5 arrows. That's how that works. Very simple, but as far as I know from the research I did, there is no haggling. There is sort of like a bartering system with the black market, which is another type of store. But as far as I know, the way that it works is it's a 50-50 chance of either decreasing the prices or increasing the prices. So it's a little bit riskier. But it is what it is. And let's see, we're about halfway to a health upgrade. Oh, and also I gotta check. There is no score keep. The score is hidden, which is so unfortunate. So we just have to kill enemies and just hope that we're getting enough score. That is mighty unfortunate. I was kind of hoping you would be able to display the score here. Oh well. I'll try to be diligent about taking out enemies, but I also don't want to bore you guys with killing things over and over again. I don't want to do a shit ton of grinding, but this is also a pretty short game as is. It's like a 3-hour game, so we'll probably only be extending the game by, I don't know, half an hour or so. So, I don't know, if I'm grinding and you guys get bored and you're like, hey, move your ass, just let me know and I'll move my ass accordingly. Yeah, you can see right here, the level loops pretty quickly, so they're really not as expansive as they seem. This is This is a hot spring, so obviously we don't really need this right now because we're at full health, but yes, if you come into a hot spring, you can restore your health. They're a lot more useful in the fortresses because you can re-enter the fortress rooms as many times as you want. And I think there was another door here that I skipped. Is this another bat room? It's another bat room. Oh, that was close. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. I will take it. I will take it. I didn't get hit a single time there. Man, I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I gotta shut the fuck up right now. The moment I start self-praising, I'm gonna start taking some serious L's. So, you know what? I'm gonna just appreciate the fact that I got through that pretty easily and, you know, keep making my way through this. Alright, we got another shop here. I still can't afford anything, and I don't need that chalice. The chalices are just instant health recovery. So, we have full health, there's really no point to getting them. I'm gonna grab another hammer, just so we have them for the fortress. How many do we have? We have 5. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, that is a Reaper. So, if you find a Reaper, he will summon a bunch of Reapets, his little minions. These little fellas. I don't think the Reaper music is as catchy as it was in the original, but, you know. He's a lot easier to kill here. He takes like 1,000,000 hits to take down in the original, so that's at least a little bit nicer. Alright, can we get this on the first try? Probably not, but you know, who knows, we'll see. Oh shit. Oh shit! Are we getting this on the first try again? I don't want to speak too soon. We got a 50-50 chance. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What are we thinking? Top or bottom? I'm gonna leave it up to, popular vote. So that way, if I take an L here, I can blame Ryan. Ooh, unfortunate. Unfucking fortunate. That's okay. We were really close. Real close. And that is the credit card. The credit card is interesting. First and foremost, I think it's pretty funny that there is a credit card in this, like, ancient mythology-based game. But that's beside the point. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you can give me an L there. That was definitely my fault. 100%. We don't have to take responsibility in this stream. Nobody knows the rules. The way the credit card works is if you don't have any hearts, you can still go into a shop and you can buy something. However, you cannot buy anything else until you have then paid off your credit card debt. Just like in real life. So if you have 0 hearts and you buy something that costs 200 hearts, you will not actually gain hearts until you have collected at least 200 hearts. Your heart count will stay at 0. So it essentially goes into the negatives. So it's again, it's kind of just like an assurance thing. See, can we get some more mallets? Gonna bait these guys down here. Took damage, but it's fine. It's worth it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Can we get this one? Hell yeah! Oh, that was excellent. Well worth the little bit of damage that I took for that. Oh, yeah, there you go. I love it when they all come to you like that. Do some push-ups while I wait, you know? Alright. Yeah, the music's not bad. Again, I don't like it as much as the NES soundtrack. I implore you to give that a listen. Or, better yet, give it a try. Give the game a try. You might like it. It's a lot harder than this game, but, I do still enjoy it. Oh, okay, so right here, here's one of those Centurion statues. So if you hit select, you can break it open. And there you go, we got some health. And what is in here? Good to see you, Pit. Here's a present for you. There we go. That is one of the arrows of strength. So you'll see we now have 2 of them. So now our damage will go up a little bit, which is really nice. That's just gonna make farming hearts and farming kills a little bit easier. Oh shit. You basically want to try to, you know, open these up whenever you can. And really the important thing is enter doors as much as you can. And there we go. We've surpassed 3,000, so we now get some extra health. Unfortunately, we don't actually get the health, it just increases your bar, so we still need to heal. But, you know, it's still more health. It's still more health overall, so can't complain too much. And to be fair, we've been able to manage so far with the amount of health that we have, so should be fine. Oh jeez, okay. There we go. Alright, no, oh jeez. Okay. Let's not do that. I don't want to get dogpiled by, like, the simplest enemy in the game. Oh, no! Here's another door. Oh, I think this is one of the challenge rooms. So, when we step in the center there, we're gonna have to destroy a bunch of monoliths that are gonna come at us, and, you know, if we can endure this challenge, which I think it's a set amount of time you need to survive. Oh, God. Yeah, if we can survive this, we get an item. Okay, so we took a decent amount of damage there, but I think we'll be okay. So we have these 3 weapons. We have the fire arrows, the longbow, and the protective shield, or the protective crystal. And now, to explain how the weapons work, because the weapons also have a really obtuse, like, way of functioning, right? So the way weapons work, and I pull up my notes here. Each weapon requires a certain amount of health, and they cease to function if your health drops below the point required for each weapon, and each weapon has a different amount of health that you need. The fire arrow requires 2 full health bars to be used, the longbow requires 3, and the protective crystal requires 4. So obviously, the only one that makes sense for us to get right now is the fire arrow, because we only have 2 full health bars. I think that's kind of annoying. It means, first and foremost, that when you collect a new item, there's a chance that you won't be able to use it immediately. Also, if you don't know about the health requirements of the longbow and the protective crystal, you just straight up won't use them even if you're at full health. And then, yeah, if your health drops below a certain point, you can't use it anymore. And I just think that's kind of stupid. Especially in the NES game, because the NES game's already a pretty hard game. And that's like, come on, just having a little bit extra, like, do we really got to make that so rigid too? I don't know. I'm not a particular fan of the way that that's designed. And it's not like incredibly broken or overpowered stuff either. So I don't know, like the longbow just allows you to shoot farther. That's all it is. The worst part about the original game, though, is that when you got to the fortresses, all of your weapons are disabled for the fortress. So when you get to the actual hard levels where you need them the most, they don't work anymore, which is like, why even add them at that point? But as far as I'm aware, this game does allow you to use your weapons in the fortresses, so should be hopefully not as terrible. So we're going to go with the fire arrow. You must have at least 2 of your life blocks filled. So does that mean that we don't get it? No, we have it. We have it. Okay. The other thing about the weapons. Yes, there is another catch with the weapons. There are certain enemies that can steal your weapons. And when they steal your weapons, you need to track down a black market shop and buy them back from the black market. It's like in Majora's Mask, that vulture enemy that can steal your sword. And then you have to buy it back from the curiosity shop. But at least in Majora's Mask, if you didn't want to buy it back, you could always just reset the time loop and you would get your sword back that way. Also, in Majora's Mask, getting more money is like a non-issue. It's super easy to farm rupees. Farming money is a lot more difficult in this game, so it's a little bit more of an issue. So it's just sort of like, it's sort of like, let's just add insult to injury at that point. Do I plan on streaming Uprising? I would if I had the capabilities of doing so. I don't have a 3DS capture card, and 3DS emulation, let's just say that my computer kind of struggles to handle that. I did try emulating Kid Icarus Uprising, and, you know, it worked a little bit, but it wasn't great. It was very prone to slow down. So if I have a way of recording it, I would be down, but I currently have no way of doing it, so for now I'm just focused on the Game Boy Marathon, and we'll kind of go from there. I figured the Game Boy Marathon would be just kind of a nice, like, cozy thing to incentivize me to stream a little bit more, and, you know, Game Boy games are pretty concise, so it's like I can get through a decent amount. It ensures that I'll be able to beat a certain amount of these. Oh, you got a 3DS capture card? Well, if you're down to lend it to me, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. I would be absolutely down to play through it on stream. Because I think that would be a super fun time. Probably won't do it until after the marathon is done, so probably like December is when I would do that. But yeah, I think that would be super fun. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get the keys just because they're really pricey. I'll probably wait until after the fortress. Maybe stage 2, we'll start getting keys. I think at this point, we got to just keep getting some mallets. How many do I have? I have 14. I'm going to get one more, and then keep going. 15 is a nice, rounded number. And there's some more health. So now, we can use the fire shot. So we have a bigger range. Our attack has it's a bit more widespread. It's kind of like having a shotgun. It's a shotgun arrow. Which is really helpful for these guys here, because they like to duck down. Oh, and we got hit by these guys. That's... Oh, no! You can phase through the floor? Well, that's just great. I just got hit with a bunch of bullshit all at once, but you know what? We only lost a little bit of health. We can get that back. But that's what I mean about it. It's it's kind of like a more, it's kind of like a lamer take on Link's sword beam. Look for a hidden door above this stage's entrance. Well, I don't know, guys. Do we want to backtrack to the entrance of this stage? I don't know if we want to do that. I'm down to do it if you guys are down to try that out, but I don't know. Wait. How close are we to the exit? Maybe I can hit that door first. Oh, fuck no. Yeah, I like that response. It's a good answer, Zach. Yeah, we're not doing that. Fuck that shit. There's a perfectly good door right there. I'll just go and see what's in that one. Can I get some skull guys back, please? I don't know what these guys are called. There was a list of enemies in this game, so they do all have official names, but I don't know what it would be, though. It's a hidden door, so I imagine it has to be something good. Here we go, another room. Let's see. Brian's just like, yeah, do it. No, actually, don't do it. Fuck that. Awesome. Alright, let's see what we get here. Oh, it's a key. Well, there you go. We don't have... That's 300 hearts saved right there. I don't want to instantly go back into the door, though. I don't want to waste my key right away. I'm gonna be honest. Curiosity's kind of striking here. I kind of want to see what's down there. If it's not too much of a hassle to get back down there. And worst case scenario, if there's nothing down there, then it just means we can fight more enemies and get more strength and get more health. So it's just an opportunity to grow a little stronger, you know? Oh, come on. Okay, so where was the entrance? Hidden above the entrance. So we're gonna try to use some ingenuity here. Gotta stay on script, Brian. Okay, well, you know, said it was above the entrance. I wonder if it's here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And what would this happen to be? What the hell? Okay. What's going on here? Is that it? Is it over? Oh! Hell yeah, there's a hot spring back here. But wait, what do we get for doing that, though? Like, I appreciate the hot spring. That's nice and all, but... Was that it? I feel like we would have just healed anyway, elsewhere. With, like, items and stuff. Hot spring is appreciated, though, but, that kind of just feels like a waste of hammers, to be honest with you. Well, hey, you know what? At least now we know. Now we know. And you know what? It is what it is. You know what? The discovery of the door was fun. Also, I see there's a Reaper and also a Harp. So I want to see if we can get to that and maybe get some more hammers. I'm gonna have the Reaper summon his Reapets. There we go. That's the strat. Wait. There we go. Look at that. See, it's working out. Things are working out. This is definitely a better run than last night. Especially now that I understand how the game works. Ooh. Okay, okay. Hey. We're getting through here pretty easily, especially now with this arrow upgrade. Yeah, we got the hammers to spare. Okay, it's just health, but that's fine. It was two stacked up on top of each other, so I kind of figured maybe it would be a doorway, but oh well. Also, hi Beck, how you doing? How's it hanging? Oh. I think we're at the end. Oh. I think we're at the end of the stage. I would assume, anyway. This is... Oh, please tell me we have enough. Let's fucking go. All right. We've definitely been killing enough enemies. I think I think backtracking and coming back definitely paid off because we now have enough of that. Oh, I'm sorry that you're hurting. I'm doing very well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling great to be back to streaming because I haven't been streaming for about, man, I think the last stream was like November, and that was a test stream, and my last real stream was like August of last year. So I think just like mental health wise, it just feels great to get myself in front of a camera and talk to people live, you know? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good personally. But I'm sorry that you're experiencing some pain. I hope that feels better soon. And I hope we get to all hang out soon because it's been a while. But I think I'm gonna take a quick break, just to use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll keep going. And I think we should be going to the fortress next, so I'll explain how all the fortress stuff works. So I'll be right back, fellas. Where's my BRB screen? Oh, there it is. All right. Alrighty, snagged myself a bottle of water and ready to get back into this. All right. Here we go. Okay, so we got 3 strength, which is really good. We're still in stage 1, so this is setting a great precedent for this playthrough. Once again, unfortunately, there's no way for me to count the exact score, so I don't know how far we are from another health upgrade, but hopefully get that soon. Oh, wow, okay, clutch right there. That was a clutch crouch. Oh, man. Okay. I don't want to jump too high here because I don't want to hit that ceiling. Okay, it's fine. We can try that again. Okay, yep, it's okay. Oh, no, you piece of shit. Great. Oh, okay, so I can just go into it and it doesn't damage me anyway. That's wonderful. That's great. That sucks, because I really wanted that for these guys, because this is... Well, as you can clearly see, this is a bunch of bullshit. I don't know how I'm supposed to get these guys, because they crouch, and I can't shoot while crouching myself. There you go. Brute force it. That's all we gotta do. Alright, fellas, it's fortress time. And because it's fortress time, I am gonna pull up my handy-dandy map. Let's get this to a point where I can still read chat. Alright, where do we start? Where are we starting from? Where are we starting from? There's that column. Aha! Okay, alright. From the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep track of where we are, so I'm gonna use my mouse to keep track, so I know what section we're on. Also, I gotta say, the Fortress music kinda slaps. I'm a fan. It's kind of funky, I dig it. The original game's Fortress theme kind of went for more of a sort of a sinister, like, Zelda dungeon or, you know, like Bowser's Castle kind of music, but I think this goes hard. Once again, it's a shame that the this game's development history is pretty much unknown, because I'd love to know who composed this game. Alright, nothing to the right of this room, so we gotta go up. Yeah, no, it's groovy. I love it. A lot of Game Boy games just have really good OSTs, because this is like the point where Nintendo like knew what they were doing with the chipset. So like Link's Awakening, for example, has some great themes. Link's Awakening and like Pokemon Crystal and man, just a bunch of games on Game Boy have killer soundtracks. Some of the best 8-bit soundtracks. Not to say that there aren't some great soundtracks on the NES, but there's a lot of great Game Boy soundtracks. Oh, shit. Where are we at? Just did a room with ropes. Oh wait, what else was in this room? Oh, it actually doesn't matter where we go, because they all lead to the same place. So we're gonna go left here, and I think we can get a pencil? Oh no, there's a pencil inside of this little statue here. And like I said, the pencil is one of the 3 items you need to make the... Oh, shit! Ah, shit! He hit me. Oh, I hate that. Great, there goes my really good, there goes my item. Oh, shit! Okay, well, that's fine. I already took damage, so... Oh, but wait, I got a health item from him, so... It's not all doom and gloom. Let's see if we can score some more health items. That'd be wonderful. Oh, hell yeah, there we go. Oh, jeez! Okay, come on. Okay. I should probably just save my mallets for when I'm like... If I have full health, let's just not use the mallets. That's probably a good rule of thumb to follow. Let's see, the room to the left has a torch, which is another one of the 3 items that you need to make the map work, and we're already using a map, so there's no reason to go down there. Alright, we can just continue up 2 screens. Honestly, this might not be a terrible room to farm, but there is a room with a hot spring, and it's right next to a room with eggplant wizards, but there's also a hospital very close to that room with the eggplant wizards, so if we do become an eggplant, it'll be easy for us to heal that up. Are you serious? Really? Okay. Alright, game. There is a shop in here. Let's see... Let's see, do I want any of this stuff? How many hammers do we have? We have plenty of hammers. I don't know if I want to spend 300 on that health. I don't really feel like we need it all that much. I think I'm gonna just save my money for now. Oh, see, that's one thing that I'm noticing with this game, in particular, is as soon as you enter a room, you can just get hit by an enemy, totally blindsided. And that is pretty annoying. Once again, like, come on, man, you're telling me I can't get that heart? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so I think we are going right for a little bit. 3 screens to the right. Man, I cannot get over how good this track is. I think I like the level themes of the NES game a little more, but this Fortress theme takes the cake for me. This is great. I'm vibing, man. I'm having the cozy vibes. I gotta ask, guys. How are the vibes? Are the vibes cozy? Have I successfully created cozy vibes? So I'm trying my best. Oh no, we can't go in there. Oh no. We have to go down, and there are eggplant wizards down here. Whoa! What the hell? Did you see that? Eggplant trap. Did you see that? I'm like basically forced to become an eggplant. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. Come on. And unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be another entry point. Nah, that's the entry point. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, now here's the thing, though. Oh, hello? Okay, wait a minute. There's actually a purpose to being an eggplant now. We can crouch. We can basically crouch walk. And we can use our hammers? Wait, is eggplant mode kind of based in this game? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, alright. Well, you know, we'll see here. There we go, and then that's how the hospital works. You get to a hospital and you're not an eggplant anymore. Except now we can't get down into here, so that's a bit problematic. However, if we come down here, we may be able to enter that room and get a better angle of attack so that we don't just instantly become an eggplant. Also, Zach, we had this discussion last night, but maybe you can provide some insight. I noticed that a lot of NES games have a thing with eggplants. There's a Wrecking Crew, Kid Icarus, Ice Climber, a lot of games have to do with eggplants. And I know Ice Climber also has a bunch of other vegetables, but like eggplants are the most prominent one. Do you know what the fixation with eggplants was all about? Was it a cultural thing? Oh, come on. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna heal. Alright, is this it? Is this the farming method right here? Oh, jeez. I might farm here for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I won't do it for too long, but we do get a guaranteed 10 hearts with every wizard kill, so I'm just saying I kind of want to take advantage of that. Also, the rooms are right next to each other, so even though it's one enemy every time, this is not going to take too long. Oh yeah, this is going well. We got the rhythm down. By the way, Zach, question of the day, I believe the question of the day is still up. What is your favorite Game Boy / Game Boy Color game? So I think, Ryan, you said yours is Pokemon Crystal, right? You know what, on the eggplant thing, by the way, that was one of the things that I heard, that there was just a dude that was just really into eggplants, which is still weird, but, you know, it's an explanation. It does explain it. Yeah, I don't think I could pick one Game Boy game. Like, I'd have to really narrow it down. I was talking about it last night. Like, I've played Kirby's Dream Land so many times. And, you know, it's a short game, it's an easy game, but, man, it's like... That's such a comfort game for me. I can pick up and play it and beat it in half an hour. It's just such a nice little short, sweet game. And if you want a little more challenge out of it, you have the EX mode, and the game becomes actually challenging. I think it's just like the perfect. It's what I would consider like a perfect game. Just a nice little short, sweet adventure. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite, because like I do really like Link's Awakening. My only problem with Link's Awakening is I'm not a big fan of how the inventory works, but that's just because of the limitations of the Game Boy. There weren't a ton of buttons. There weren't as many buttons as Link's to the Past. And I love Link to the Past. I think I like Link to the Past just a little bit more than Link's Awakening for that reason, but Link's Awakening is super charming, so I also can't say that I dislike it. I think I just prefer Link to the Past slightly more. But I don't know, we'll see how much that is a detriment to the Oracle games, because the Oracle games are structurally very similar to Link's Awakening. So we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, so we have now hit the heart cap. So I think it's time to keep going here. You know, Zach has absolutely hyped up the Wario Land games, and I've played a little bit of Wario Land 4 on the GBA. I'm super excited to play the Wario Land series. That's like, for me, one of the big things about this marathon that I'm like super hyped about. Alright, let's see where we're at, where we gotta go. We gotta go down one room, and then right one room, and we're done with this dungeon, and we can keep going on to the next world. But another game I was going to mention was Donkey Kong 94. I think it's fantastic. I think that might just be like... That might be like... I don't know if it's my favorite, but I definitely think it's one of the best Game Boy games. Super Mario Land 2 is also up there for me. I should specify 95% of Super Mario Land 2. I think the final level is the most insane difficulty spike. Wario can kiss my ass. But, I still really enjoy that game, even if the final level is like, holy shit on the difficulty spike. Alright, it's boss time. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, okay. Jeez! You can just unload on him. Okay. Nope, can't do that. He has a shit ton of health, though. Good lord, how much health does this guy have? And we have level 3 strength, so... Jeez! What the hell? Well, that was like a Minotaur. But wow, what an insane amount of health. That's just ridiculous. That should be our second health upgrade, though. Hell yeah, now we need a hot spring stat. We need a heal ASAP. Okay, so, like the NES game, the second world is a side-scrolling world, instead of a vertical platformer, which is kind of interesting. Oh, shit. You know what, though? This means there's a hot spring. And as long as we spam arrows, we should be safe. And I think we can still get hit like 1 or 2 more times. There we go. Oh, yeah! Beautiful. Beautiful. Love to see it. And because we now have 3 health, next time we get a weapon, we can actually just use it right away, which is great. I think it's the longbow next. So we can actually shoot to the end of the screen, which is going to be very helpful. And yeah, this is another really nice theme. Okay, you know what? I'm really coming around on the soundtrack. What do we got here? Okay, see, now we can actually afford some stuff, which is great. Let's see how we're doing on mallets. We have 15 mallets. I don't really think we need to get any more. But I will get... I think I will get a bottle. So you see now our barrel there has a 1, so that means we are building up our stockpile. I kind of wish you could just find the bottles like as drops, but you know, you know, minor thing. I don't really think, like I said, I don't think we need it all that badly. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I grab another bottle while we're here? We have a ton of hearts, but also, like, I don't know. Maybe it's better to keep our hearts just in case we need something important, but I don't know. Or in case something gets stolen and we, you know, need to get it back from the black market. I don't know. I'm pretty on the fence here. But I want you all to weigh in. I like chat interactivity, you know? I like an interactive experience. All right. Zach's saying we should save hearts, and I tend to agree on that. So I think we're going to do that. All right, let's keep going. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I just used my key. Ugh. That's so annoying. Because I'm, like, right next to it. There should really be a confirmation message of, hey, do you want to use your key? What the fuck? Are those just... That's an interesting enemy design. I'll just say that. That's all I'll say. All right. You know. Very interesting enemy design. What the hell are those? Floating... What is that? Sentient popcorn? Enemy designs are starting to get a little freaky, guys. I'm just saying. Oh, just narrowly avoided that. What's in here? Oh boy. Alright, you know what time it is. It's got a poverty time. Damn. We were close. We were very close. I didn't know Tarantino worked on this game. Yeah, evidently. I'm about as flabbergasted as you are. Yeah, eggplants and feet. I think someone had a very bizarre fetish. I mean, that guy, you said he had a fascination with eggplants. And apparently had such a fascination with eggplants that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna put eggplants in all these video games that I'm working on. Because that's a totally normal thing for anybody to do, right? Oh no, the health spawned down there. That's ridiculous, man. Well, whatever, we got a chalice right here, so who cares? Oh no! Aww. Oh wait. Oh, that's right. You're right. I'm good because I only need 2 health bars for this. I don't need to worry about taking a single hit. We got a bit of a safety net now. Thank God. Is this a monolith room? Oh fuck me. Oh, this is actually... Wow, this is really helping on this. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we'll have a decent amount of health left after this. We're not getting hit a whole lot. Hell yeah, is that just... That's basically just a free weapon right there. And yes, you can recollect the weapon that you already have and completely waste your opportunity, which is wonderful. So when we get our health up to full now, our arrow shots will extend to the end of the screen, which is very nice. Oh shit! No! Oh, wait, can I just... Yep, I can just go right back up. Yep. What we got right there was a feather, and yeah, it lets us fly. It lets us fly. That's pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have to explain that one in too much detail, I don't think. Oh, hell yeah, there we go. What do we got in here? Oh, can we get another upgrade? You know what? I love to see it. Level 4 strength. Already. And I'm not even trying really all that much to grind a crazy amount. I think, honestly, we're in a pretty good place. I think we can beat this game without too much issue. So, I'm excited now. Should be a pretty smooth ride. And there are only 4 worlds, so... this shouldn't be too bad. Especially now that we have a decent amount of stuff. Shouldn't have to worry too much more. Except when the sentient feet come out of nowhere. Wait. I think those are the enemies that steal shit. Okay, we gotta watch out for those guys. I think this is a bat room. But this bat room is no problem for us, because we have this spread shot. Our bow fires shotgun shells. Oh, no. Okay, still didn't steal anything. He stole something. Good thing I made a save state. Oh. Alright. The enemy designs are different than they were in the NES game, so I had to confirm my suspicions. Thank God I save stated, and that's not too crazy of a setback, so that is totally fine with me. Better than losing the weapon entirely. I ain't doing that shit. We get our strength upgrade. Oh, get our health back. Oh, there we go. There's the longbow in practice. In all of its glory. Oh my god, and they fly? Oh, great. Okay. What the hell are those things? Eyeball frogs? What the hell is going on, man? I mean, look, Kid Icarus is known for weird enemy designs, but this shit's on another level. Zach, have you ever gotten attacked by sentient feet? Disembodied sentient feet? I'm really missing the sentient disembodied noses. I prefer the noses, big time. Here we go. Oh, come on! What a load of dog shit. Alright, well, it's a good thing we held on to all those mallets. Yep, they fly now. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay, good. No, no! Give me that mallet. Ah. Wonderful. That's fine. Opportunity to get something decent here. Bullfuck. What a load of shit. Oh, really? What a waste. I didn't even know it was possible to get multiple barrels. That's stupid. Why even spawn a barrel? I think I have to go up there. Oh, okay. Weird jump. I'm glad I didn't hit that spike, though. You'll find a hot spring under the first snake pot. We're pretty good on health. I don't think that matters. What's in here? I think this is another challenge room. Yes, we can endure. And absolutely endure. I think we're just gonna get the third weapon already, which is awesome. We don't have to worry about getting it later, and then when we get our next health upgrade, we already have it. Four of your life blocks filled, and that's what I was getting into before, is the life blocks required don't go up as you collect weapons. They are set in stone. So you really should be getting them in the exact order that they are displayed, which I think is kind of stupid. I don't like that. At that point, it should just be like a mandatory order and like not give you a choice. So that's a little design thing that I'm not crazy about. It's a bit of unintuitive design from the first game that unfortunately is still present here. And is that what the hell is that? Is that evil Kirby? Oh shit! Oh come on, really? I can't get that? Oh, are you serious? Come on. What a load of... What a bunch of baloney. Jeez, that is unfortunate. I'm trying to figure out what those enemies are. They look like popcorn. They look like sentient popcorn. Whoa. Oh, okay. Close calls. Close calls all around. Oh, let's take that chalice. Oh, well, never mind. I already got the chalice. I should have just gone for that. Ah, what a waste of hearts. Oh, well. We get some hearts back. It's not a big deal. That is okay. Wow, really? Alright, we're already at 5 strength arrows. That's crazy. I think we're set for the rest of the game at this point. Oh, and they're very generous with the chalices. This is a significantly easier game than the NES game. Oh, this is the black market. Yeah, nope. No, no thank you. In fact, I wonder... Any way to haggle? Nope. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I think we're good to go. Wanna buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. Is this a bat room? Yeah, it's a bat room. it's a bat room. Do you guys have bat rooms at home? I'm not talking about the bathroom. I'm talking about the bat room. Oh, also, we now have 4 health bars, which is very cool. we can use that defensive crystal as soon as we find a chalice. Which, considering how much this game likes to just hand them out, probably won't be too long from now. Alright, what's it gonna be this time? Something helpful, please. Okay, yep. Probably gonna waste it by accident, but, you know. Yeah, that wasn't good. Can we get a, Can we get a chalice, please? What is this? Another bat room? Oh, fuck this. I'm good. Another bat room? No, I'm good. I don't need this many bat rooms. I'm alright. Oh. Shit, at this point, we might as well take another bottle. And how are we doing on hammers? Oh, we're very, very good on hammers. We do not need more hammers. Oh my god! Okay, fuck it, we're using our key. Jeez. That's ridiculous. I'm getting a chalice, too. Good lord. Oh, there we go. There's that protective shield. That's gonna help out a lot when it comes to these little guys. Less pot shots overall. Oh, and for these frogs. The eyeball frogs. Well, you know, it was good while it lasted. Are you gonna give us another strength upgrade? See, I'm starting to think that we don't even have, like, a hidden experience system in this game, because, like... I mean, I am killing a lot of enemies, to be fair, but... Dude, we're getting a ton of strength. We now have 6. We're only on stage 2. What is this? Another black market shop? Yeah, no thank you. I'm good. Where did he come from? Hello. All right. Let me check my... I thought that was the threshold we needed for another... It's over 18,000 for level 4 health. So we've already surpassed that. So we don't get the 5th health upgrade until 28,000 points. So I don't know if we really need the 5th health upgrade, to be totally honest here, but it would be nice, you know? It would be nice. So we'll see, though. It is time for another fortress. So you know what that means. It's time to whip out another map and figure out where the hell we're going. Oh, let me pull out my handy-dandy map here. Start marking my progress. This dungeon is a hell of a lot bigger, so strap in, fellas. Alright. You know what? I have a bunch of mallets. I think I will actually show you guys how the map feature actually works. Because why not, you know? So, if we come down here... I think this statue has a pencil. So there's the pencil, right? So we need to collect the pencil, a piece of paper, and a torch, and we unlock the map. And also, while I'm here... Nope. Not worth it. Maybe we have the piece of paper in the right room? Oh, we got hazards now. All right. A little bit easier to avoid now that we can jump over them like that. So yeah, it looks like there are just no Centurions. We gotta wait for this pillar to go down. There we go. That gives us the paper. That's the actual map paper. So now the map is starting to materialize. But we still can't see where we are. The pencil, I think, marks the rooms we've been in. So you can see that those rooms at the bottom are shaded in a little bit. But it's still very obtuse. I'm not a fan of how this system works. I'm just not a fan of the fact that you gotta get all these items, but at least in this game you can find them. In the original game, you have to buy these things, which is like... it just feels like a waste of hearts. But also the original game is way harder, so... kinda evens out. Come on. We're going the right way. Yeah, okay, we got the torches in this room. Oh, shit. There we go. So now you can see where we are on the map. Unfortunately, it's still just a grid of rooms. So, how useful is that really, you know? How useful is that really, you know? I guess aside from telling you what rooms you've already been in, and like what the general layout is, I just don't find that very useful. It seems like going out of my way for not much. I would definitely try the original NES game. I don't know if you necessarily need to beat it. I would try it, though. I mean, it's not a super long game. But it's basically this, but a little bit harder. It's just a bunch of squares! But there you go. I went out of my way to get all of the map items just so you could see how it actually works in game and why it's kind of a waste of time. And nowadays you should totally just be using a map. Like just find a map online. But there you go. Wanted to be kind of authentic there. So in terms of where we actually need to go, I think we gotta just keep going up at this point. I think we gotta keep going up until we can't go up anymore. Fuck it, let's just go. There's a certain point where you gotta just sort of brute force it. Especially with these types of rooms. Oh, I slid into it. What a load of bullshit. That's fine. What the fuck? Oh, that's... Dude, come on now. Oh. You gotta be shitting me, man. So you can get jebaited by the by the Centurion statues. Great. Good to know. Alright, anything I want to buy here? We already have 3 bottles. I think we're fine. I'm just gonna take a chalice. Let's refer to the map. Alright, it looks like it's pretty linear for a good while. Yeah, we're actually... It's gonna be pretty linear for a good chunk of this. Yo, MWax, what is up? It is so good to see you in chat. Oh, man. How has it been? How has it been? Man. Oh, okay, I thought those were, You know what, I'm not sure what I thought those things were. You know what they are? They're not an issue. That's what they are. They're not an issue. Ah, shit. Can we just get all of her health back? I really want to get the little shield back. They are dead. That is what they are. Dead on arrival. Oh man, I'm excited to play some handheld games. I think this is gonna be great. And we've been having a lot of fun with this game. So, I think we're off to a good start. I don't know if you've ever played Kid Icarus, but I played the original NES game earlier this year, and I had a pretty good time with it. And we're an eggplant. Okay, I think the hospital is down and then left, so... Oh, well, now this guy's an issue, because we gotta get past him. Actually, no, we don't gotta get past him. We can just come down here. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Is my stream dead? Did my stream die? I just got a message on Restream. Are we still good? Not on your end. Okay, then I think we're fine. I got a Restream message that was saying like trying to connect to your channels, and I'm like, oh god, no, please don't, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. It was going so well. All right, well, whatever. We can keep going then. I've never heard of UFO 50. What kind of game is that? Oh, also, is it just me, or is the nurse, like, really creepy? I guess we would have to come back in, but... We'd have to come back in with Eggplant, but, nurse has, like, hollowed out eyes, like, she looks like, what are those things from Animal Crossing? The gyroids? Zach can answer this. What are the names of the little fire hydrant like cactus guys from Animal Crossing? It's gyroid, right? She's got the face of those things, and it's very spooky. Okay, I gotta remember where we are now. Yeah, I'm still reeling from my micro heart attack. Let's see. Okay, there is a hot spring we can hit. However, I don't think we need the hot spring. So I think we can just start working our way up to where the boss is. So we're right here. So we want to go to the right, and then we want to go up, and then it becomes kind of linear from that point onward. So right and then up. It's a collection of 50 retro-style games, specifically NES era. The idea of the collection is that you're playing dusty old retro games in a fictional world. So is it like a modern, like, indie game, but it's like NES styled? Because that sounds kind of cool. Is that like you know, send it in the Discord. I'll have to check it out. Because that sounds pretty cool. Oh wait, we can't go back up. We're not Eggplant anymore. We can't fit in that little can't fit over that ledge. We're now at the mercy of the fortress. Oh, come on. You telling me that didn't hit him? That's ridiculous. I got hit by that. That's awesome. So cool. Whatever, I think we can still go up. I don't think this changes our route too much. Oh, come on, man. So is that just the thing now? Just, like, don't do it in fortresses or you'll get jebaited by an enemy? That's the second time that's happened. Alright. That's another hospital. Come on. Ah, there we go. Alright, how much do you want to bet that there's gonna be an enemy inside of this? I would appreciate the health, though. Oh, let's go. Wasn't enough health to fill up my bar, but oh well. Oh god. You gotta be kidding me with these right now. Here we go. What the hell? What in the Castlevania is this shit? Oh. Is this thing also gonna take like 5 billion hits to kill? Oh, this is riveting. Oh, it's got fire. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. The bosses kind of suck, guys. I'm gonna be honest. The bosses are kind of a low point. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was okay. You know, that was something, you know. Certainly was a boss fight. Definitely, certainly was a boss fight. Whew. Well, I gotta say that UFO 50 game sounds pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We still have 2 more stages, so there is a chance that we may get a cool boss. I'm holding out hope that at the very least, maybe the final boss is really cool. So we will see. Anyway, I will get the next fortress map loaded up, but in the meantime, we gotta go through another stage, and if this is anything like the NES game, we should be back to vertical stages. And then stage 4 in the original game is a flying level. You actually, like, you fly through the whole level, and it's a shoot 'em up. So I'm curious to see if they do that again here, or if it's back to a side-scroller, but, you know, we'll find out. I already like the way this place looks. I don't know if the background's supposed to be like stars or something, but the music is very nice. It's very calming. I think this is another endurance challenge. Oh, you know what? We can't do it because we have all of the items. So, there you go. Yeah, I think we can mark this game down as like having one of the good, one of the banger Game Boy soundtracks. I think it's pretty solid. Hey, look at that moon! Look at him. He's a little fella. He's just a background element. So yeah, no, this is a starry night sky. I like this. Balls? Platforming on balls? Like, Super Mario Land 2? They're not Mario's balls, but we are platforming on balls. Also, what the hell are these guys? Are these Metroids? There are enemies in the original Kid Icarus that are basically just Metroids. Alright, Ryan, hey, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. You get yourself some rest. And yeah, I'll probably end up finishing the game tonight, because I don't think there's a whole lot left. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I'll see you next stream, dude. Peace out. Take it easy. Alright, let's try to figure out how to get up here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, well, that's fine. Thank God for balls. Oh, well, yeah. It was good while it lasted. Man, we were just decimated that Reaper. Unstoppable, I tell you. I don't think we've died a single time, have we? Zach, you've been here for the whole stream. Have I died? Get any enemies? Let's get the hammer. And I don't care about the other one. Let's just move on. Oh, okay. Oh, I did it again. That's awesome. Oh, shit, I saved it. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 1. When you say K.I., I keep thinking you're talking about Killer Instinct. And I'm like, no, we're playing Kid Icarus. I don't know, when someone says K.I., I immediately think, oh, Killer Instinct, right? The fuck? Oh, wait. There you go. I thought I was like, I'm pretty sure I save stated. No, wait. No shit, dude. Oh no. I loaded an old save. Oh fuck. Oh, we went back to stage 2. Oh no. Oh, that's fucked. Oh, that's horrible. Shit. Hold on. Oh, that sucks ass. Damn. Oh, man. Yeah, that's an L moment for me, for sure. I don't think L's work on YouTube yet, but oh, nope, yep, they do. They do. Yeah, that's an L moment for me, for sure. Wow, that really sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Ah, man, fuck. Wow, that is really, really unfortunate. How are we doing stat-wise? I have all the weapons. That's fine. Honestly, we can get back through the last fortress, because I'm gonna skip all the map items. And also, you know what? MWax gets to see some stuff that he missed out on. So you know what? It's not all bad. It's not all bad. I'm gonna try to make this work. Oh man. I can't believe I did that. It's okay. Oh no, the guys that steal shit. I forgot, I gotta deal with them again. That is okay. We'll just have a fun conversation here. MWax. Question of the day. What's your favorite? I'm curious. I gotta know. Man. Still cannot believe that I did that. Alright. Time to load up the other map. This shouldn't be too bad, though. We can speedrun this shit. We are doing pretty bad on health, though. Hopefully I don't get jebaited by too many statues this time. Is there even a reason for me to go in that room? Yes, there is a reason for me to go in that room. Dude, come on! Oh, fuck that. Ooh! Very nice. That's fine. You know what? We have a ton of hearts, so when we find our first shop, I'll just buy some healing items. Oh my god. Yeah, we gotta do that. I think there's a shop right here. Okay, that should be good, and then I'll just have to find some more statues. And I remember that statue jebaited me last time, so I'm not falling for that twice. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to fight that Dole boss fight again, but, you know, hey, it's a small price to pay. Okay, so we're in this room. We're just going down. I think there was that one room that was basically like, it was basically like forced eggplant room. Ah, great. That was a close one, but oh well. Not a big deal. Yeah, look at how creepy the nurse is. Yeah, gyroids. Does she look like... does she remind you of a gyroid? While we're here, might as well, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting from it. It's just a very creepy... I know it's just Game Boy sprite limitations, but... I don't know, I think she looks pretty freaky. Definitely spooky. She is haunted. Make sure we're going the right way. Oh. Yes, we are. I almost ate shit right there, but we're still going. I am aware of that Easter egg. Although I have not played the original Animal Crossing, I do know about some of its oddities, we'll just call them oddities. God damn it. There we go. Nope, fuck you. No eggplant today. Alright, time for this boss that's gonna take us a million years to fight. Okay, alright, so far so good. Not too bad. We get him into his second phase, please. Okay, there we go. Phase 2. And also, I am save stating periodically to prevent that fuck up from happening again. And I think next game, or at least next time I play something on this emulator where I need to find some ways to idiot-proof my save stating habits. So that doesn't happen anymore. It would probably be a good idea to maybe, like, at the beginning of every level or whatever, like, do a manual save. Just so that if I do accidentally reload a save, I can save into my manual save, and I'm not totally fucked. There we go. I don't mind replaying parts of this game, because I think it's pretty fun. But, you know. Alright, there we go. There we go. We're good now. Yo, actually, that is a really good idea, because you know what? I have played some Animal Crossing games a little bit. I've played New Horizons, and I played a little bit of City Folk. So, I definitely enjoy Animal Crossing. I would be down to play the GameCube original. Also, I gotta make sure that I can tell who's talking between two of you, because Restream categorizes who's talking on YouTube and who's talking on Twitch with the YouTube and Twitch icons. So I gotta really look at the names here. Super Mario Land 2. Yeah, we were talking about that before. I know Animal Crossing GameCube is very special to you, so I would be very interested in giving it a shot for myself. This is a bat room. It's a bat room, yeah. Taking a piss in the bat room. Alright, back to platforming on balls. Here we go. Oh, how much I missed platforming on balls. Ooh, oh, okay, I clipped onto that platform. That's fine. Okay, let's check our inventory. What do we need? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think we need anything, to be totally frank here. Oh, it's a bat. Fuck yeah, the balls are back. We're ball fans here at the memory slot. Sprited. What do sprited balls... What are your favorite sprited balls? What do sprited balls look like? I'd imagine they're purple balls, but... What are your favorite balls? That's a question for the chat here. What is your favorite kind of ball? Me personally, I like the monkey variety of balls. I like the balls that you put little monkeys inside of and you roll them around. That's my favorite type of ball, personally. Oh, you can stretch them? That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Yeah, I'll take another one, just something to spend money on. I'm realizing that you don't really need a whole lot of this shit. Hearts don't have as much value in this one as they did in the NES game, but, you know, it is what it is. I might as well get some mallets. Alright, I think that's enough. Whoa. We gotta find it. Oh, you know, I keep fucking up that jump. Not today. Ooh, there we go. Tons of mallets. I don't really care about that last one. I think we're good on mallets. Alright, here we go. This is where I fucked up the save state last time. Not today, though. Honestly, I probably don't even need to do these rooms anymore. I think we're probably good for the rest of the game. Yeah, I think that's another shop. Let's just get a move on. I already extended this stream unnecessarily by loading my save by accident, so I say we just get a move on. Chocolate salty balls. Okay, now what about purple stretchy chocolate salty monkey balls that you can put in your mouth? How about that? Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Oh, we're overpowered as fuck now. Oh my god. Let's just go down here. Never mind, we're back where we started. Let's go back up here. End of the stage? End of the stage. Hell yeah. I don't even think we need the last health. Oh, there it is! I was gonna say, I don't even think we need it, but we got it. So that means that this, this guy that I'm using is inaccurate. It says, to get level 5 health, we need 28,680 points, and we don't, we only have 22,000, so I think we're kind of done. I think we have all the upgrades. Is that God? I mean, I would assume so. I think it's supposed to be Zeus, but he has a halo. So I don't know. I don't really know. You know, I think the whole idea with Kid Icarus is that lore-wise, it's supposed to be like a mixture of different mythologies. So there's like a little bit of Greek, a little bit of Norse, a little bit of Roman, and a little bit of the most fictional of all of the mythologies, Christian. So, you know, because angels, of course, you know, that is a Christian mythology thing. And Pit is an angel, so it's like world mythology. The only mythology that isn't really in Kid Icarus is like Egyptian. That's like the only big one that's not really accounted for. So it is what it is. Is this a bat room? Is this a bat room? This is a bat room. Is this a bat time? Yeah, it's a bat time. They did save it for Mario Land. Egyptian stuff and the Easter Island Moai heads. I think it's really charming that Mario Land has a bunch of like real world influences. I think it's cute. Fuck this shit. I'm not even bothering with that anymore. We are getting a move on. It's an Easter Island, but there's not a Labor Day Island. Yeah, I wish. What would you find on Labor Day Island? Whoa, look at these guys. Oh no! They shoot cigarettes. They shoot little cigarettes at us. I think they're supposed to be spears, but they look like little cigarettes. Well, you know what they say, smoking kills. Yeah, don't laugh at that. Please don't laugh at that. Ah, shit. Yep, we just gotta take the hit there. I don't need another bat room. I'm getting kind of tired of the bat rooms, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it all seems like Greek mythology inspired, but then you realize that angels aren't really a thing in Greek mythology. So it's sort of like just like a mix of mythologies and religions. Which I think is interesting. I'm sure there are a lot of people that would be a bit offended if you referred to Christianity as a mythology, but, you know, I consider it mythology. But I'm also not a religious man, so there's that. Alright, that's another stage out of the way. Labor Day Island would just be any vacation spot, pretty much. It would be like any vacation resort would be Labor Day Island. I think this is the last regular stage, so fellas, I think we are getting to the end of the game here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down as mythology. Here, that's the thing. Is like, look, I am not a religious guy at all, but I do think that like Christian Catholic mythology is really cool. I've always been a fan of fiction that is about like angels and demons and shit. Like, I just think that's so cool. Angels and demons, like that kind of like Christian mythology, but like used as a vessel for like action horror, has always been my favorite trope. Or at least it's one of my favorite horror tropes. When I say action horror, I mean things like Devil May Cry, or if anyone's ever seen the Underworld movies, like that kind of stuff. Or Constantine, like the DC comic series. Constantine is absolutely like Christian mythology, but it's like action horror. You know, The Exorcist, that kind of stuff. Risk poison in the first big lake to reveal a spring. Dog, I don't need any springs. I think I'm good. I don't need springs when I got wine, okay? Oh, I didn't want to go back in there. Do I have to just eat the... No. Oh, okay. Okay, wait, can I jump up here? I can jump up there. I don't have to eat the L. One less L that I have to take is a good day for Matt, you know? Ooh, okay. Can I stand on that? What is in this door? Okay, alright, let's stop that, please. I don't really care. If this was the original game, I would be entering as many doors as humanly possible, but I'm sort of at this point where I feel very confident in the fact of just not needing any of it. Except right now, I'm kinda... Oh, okay, there we go. I didn't think you could even jump up there that high. I'll see what's in the doors, but I'm not interacting with them all the way, because I think we're good. I think we can make a beeline for the exit here, and it's not gonna be a big problem. Ah, fuck off. What is this? Nope. Nope. I'm good. Isn't there health down here? Must have despawned. Oh well. Not a problem. We will carry on. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. That's fine. Oh yeah, you're right. Save. Yeah, no. Actually, goated advice. Thank you. Yep, there we go. Idiot proof. The next game we'll be doing is Kirby Tilt and Tumble, and I'll be playing that on the Switch Online because of the gyro controls. So that, at least, is pretty idiot-proof when it comes to save states, because you have to go into a separate menu to load your save. But when it comes to emulators, I'm gonna need a system to idiot-proof the save states. Okay, I don't know. I am just messing up all of these jumps. Game is a smidge loud. You're the first to complain about it. You are the first to complain about it. All right, it is right now at -5 decibels. All right, I'm gonna lower it to It's now at -7 decibels. How does that sound? I'll let that, Also, hi, David. How are you doing? Okay, excellent. I'm gonna take a sec to adjust all of my mixing sliders real quick so that we don't have to worry about that in the future. So, give me just a moment. So if it works for one, it should work for all of them. At least that's the idea. I'll take my Discord chat and I'll put that at like, let's go with like -4 decibels. Whenever I do a stream and I have a guest on for whatever the case may be, we can always test out the Discord audio and make sure that my Discord guests aren't blowing people's ears out. But for now, I'm also, while I'm on my break screen, I might go grab another drink and stretch. So I'm gonna go grab another beverage. I'll be right back, guys. Alrighty. Got myself situated again. David, you joined us just in time, because I believe we're about to finish this game. I think we have one more fortress, and then the final level. At least in the NES game, the final level is pretty. It's just one. It's one stage, so I would assume we're close to the end. Maybe another 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. But I appreciate you stopping by. And we got MWax in for this stream. He missed out on last stream, so I'm glad to have him here. I gotta say, you guys being here and chatting has absolutely made this just so worth it. I'm so happy I came back to this because I've been having a great time, and I hope you guys have been having a good time too. And I'm excited to finish this game and then continue the marathon. I am very much looking forward to the rest of this, and I'm glad I made this decision, because doing this Game Boy marathon, it was kind of an impulse decision. I was just thinking, like, there's some Game Boy games that I want to play. Okay, jumping to that cloud is not working, but the point is like, yeah, it was kind of impromptu, and I was just like, you know what? Setting up a marathon seems like a really good excuse, like, incentive to get me to stream often. I think... Oh, wait, can we make this jump? No, we can't. But we can kill this guy. We can jump through this hoop. There we go. Probably jump over this. Yep, there we go. There we go. Oh, absolutely. I'd love to do a multiplayer night. I said I want to do, 2 streams per week. But, I could always fit in a bonus stream, and we could do a multiplayer night. We could do something on, like, maybe Saturday or Sunday if I have time. Want to buy some neat stuff? No, thank you. I am good. But, when it comes to the decision to do a Game Boy marathon, I've already been sort of playing through. I've been doing, like, some little personal gaming marathons. I've been on a huge Nintendo kick, so this is kind of a byproduct of that. And I've been playing through Nintendo series that I've never, like, played all the games in. And the 3 big ones that I'm on right now are Kirby, The Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. And so with Metroid, I played Metroid 2 already a long time ago. And my next Metroid game that I'm doing chronologically is Prime. And when it comes to Zelda and Kirby, the last Kirby game I did was Kirby 64, which is a game that I've played many times before. So that was a fun little revisit. And my last Zelda game was Majora's Mask, and that was a first-time playthrough, and I really enjoyed Majora's Mask. So it just kind of so happened that the next 2 Zelda games and the next Kirby game are all Game Boy Color games. And also, I played Kid Icarus for the first time earlier this year, and obviously the sequel to Kid Icarus is a Game Boy game, so it all sort of lined up really well. I've also never played the Wario Land series, and so that's also on my lineup. Again, if you guys want to check the lineup of what we have planned, you can go to my Discord, go into the Discord server, and check the announcements channel, and I have an image there that has every game that I have planned for this marathon. Oh, the music is really, it's really threatening now. It's foreboding now. I think we may be at the end of this game. But let me pull up my map so I'm not bumbling around like an idiot. And also, before Zach brings it up, I'm gonna save. Trust me, I'm gonna save. I'm not making the same mistake twice. Okay. This dungeon is gigantic, by the way. So we may be here for a little bit, but we're also extremely well equipped. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strength. And we have all the health, all the weapons, and we have 4 backup health containers and 27 mallets. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think Friday I do game nights with Ryan anyway, so I try to sort of like, that's kind of like why I was thinking Mondays and Wednesdays, because my weekends are usually for making plans with friends and stuff, or plans with people to like collaborate on side projects. And I could totally get into the side projects, like I'll try to have a day in the week where I meet up with the Periscope boys to do some filmmaking stuff, whether that be writing or planning a shoot or whatever. We do also, I will say right now, we have a short that we are doing a festival run for. We got accepted into Trauma Dance in New York, so I may be going to New York at the end of the month. I'm saving up for that. Trauma Dance is the Trauma Entertainment event. So if you guys aren't familiar with Trauma, that is the company owned by Lloyd Kaufman, the guy who created the Toxic Avenger. So we're going to Lloyd Kaufman's event, and Lloyd Kaufman will personally be there to watch our film, which I think is pretty fucking cool. So I'm excited about that. We also have a festival in Akron that we're going to. That's in October. So, and yes, I do think the last time we gamed together was that Mario Party Superstar session, which I still have. You can watch that VOD on the accessory port. I have that saved because that was such a fun time. It was you, me, Ryan, and Zach. That was so much fun. So yes, we got to do another one. You know what? I do have Mario Party Jamboree, and I haven't had too many opportunities to play that. So I don't know if you guys have Jamboree, but I think that could be a lot of fun. I'd be down to play that with you guys. Every Thursday or so, me and my buddy Eddie are working on our own TTRPG. So that's been very rewarding. We actually took like a big break from working on it. You know, so I gotta start paying attention to where the fuck I am in the dungeon. Where I gotta go to progress. I think we gotta go to the right. Oh wait, where the fuck am I? Where am I? I'm not paying attention. I'm very invested in what I'm talking about. But we will have to plan a Jamboree stream at some point. Okay, there is a ladder at the top. I gotta backtrack a little bit. I gotta figure out where I am. Okay, the top and the left. Entry point on the top and the left. There are little spiders in this room. Man, I have no idea where I am. This room has a little drippy drop, guys. Am I? Oh, God, I'm looking at the map wrong. I'm looking at the map from the bottom, because in all of these dungeons, we start at the bottom. We're at the top. Oh, shit. Okay. Oops. I do have the map up. I've been reading it upside down. So, I might as well have the map upside down. Okay, so that changes things. Where do I have to go? So from this room, right down. Right down. Let's just do right down for now, and we'll figure it out as we go. Let me mark where I am with my mouse. It's okay. Once I have a sense of direction, I think we'll be fine. Should go relatively smoothly. Let me go down here. Then I think we want to go to the left. Trying to figure out where the boss is. Left, down. Left, down, down. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think that's worthy of an L. David, would you like to do the honors? Yeah, I have to self-administer that. Well, Condor, that L was because I was reading the map upside down, or I was reading the map from the wrong from the wrong point of view. But you know, hey, it's okay. We're actually doing pretty decent. Oh, wait a minute. I need to purposely become an eggplant. But then where's the nearest hospital? Okay, there's actually a hospital pretty close. So I need to become an eggplant on purpose. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Well, you see, Condor, Metroid actually designs their maps well. That's a big difference between this and Metroid. Okay, let's heal first. Another thing I like about this game, healing in a hot spring is quick, very quick. In the original game, you gotta sit there, you gotta wait for a while. That shit takes a while. So hot spring over there. I actually don't care about taking damage here. We gotta go up here and become un-eggplanted. De-eggplantified. Heal up a little bit. And then let's figure out where we're going. Down. Right. Down right. Okay. Very good. Very good. We're getting to the boss, guys. Getting to the boss without much issue. Alright. This is probably the most interesting boss so far. Interesting, but like very similar to the last one, though. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? This guy's actually giving me a little bit of trouble. I'm not reading chat right now. I'm trying to focus. I'll read chat as soon as I'm done with this. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know what? We do have those extra bottles. We have 4 extra bottles, so we should be fine. Mario 64 co-op would be really fun. I hear there is a Mario Sunshine co-op mod in development, so I think that would also be really cool. Yeah, I did lose long range. That is how this game works. You lose health, you lose the ability to use your items. We're back to just simple arrows now. And also the bosses in this game take 5 million hits to kill. So... oh my lord. This was just annoying. Even with a really high strength stat, this is just taking forever. I don't know if I would call this fun, you know? Like, the bosses are easily the worst part of this game. They're just so dull. Oh, Jesus, come on. Oh, thank God. There we go. Okay, alright. It's time for the final stage. You didn't quite meet all expectations. You may only wear the wings of Pegasus. You must train more to wear the other 2 treasures. What? I don't really know what that means. I don't know what the fuck else we were supposed to do, though. Whatever. At least we actually get to finish the game. Oh boy. My name is Icarus. I am the king of evil. Is that Palutena? I'm guessing that's Palutena. You puny little wimp! You must defeat me to free the goddess! Alright. A hot spring would be really cool, though. Oh, we get to just fly for the whole level? That's kind of cool. I like that a lot. It might be better just to die, though. Oh, there's a chalice there, so... maybe we can just... there's also a... oh, jeez. There's a room there that we might be able to get into. But these bees are really annoying, and I don't have any of my weapons. Let's see what's in here. If you use hammers wisely, you'll find many doors nearby. That seems pretty useless information this late into the game. But at least we get the chalice twice. So now we have our weapons back. Jeez. He does just look like a guy in a baseball hat, right? It's very out of place, but I mean, it's about as out of place as the credit card item. Oh, actually, yes. Gonna get some chalices. Yeah, this is the time to splurge a little bit. We're gonna get one of those. Oh, we're good on mallets. I think we're all right for now. Oh, great. triangles. Wait, is that guy throwing out triangles? Dorito Man? He's tossing out little Doritos. This is another bat room. I'm good. Okay, alright, we can do this. I also prefer Pepsi Man. Oh, well, actually, I don't think we should be doing this right now, but fuck it, who cares? Maybe he'll give us something decent. Nope, we're just losing a bunch of HP. Jesus Christ. This was a really bad idea. Are you serious? Is it gonna end? Why did I come in here? What are those? I don't know what these are. What is that? Oh, I have armor now. Okay, maybe I take less hits, but also, like, wow, I really, like... What's this do? That's probably does more damage. Damn, that just destroyed my HP, though. So, yeah, it's like, okay, do we do lasers, or do we do armor? That's the choice here. So I want to prioritize defense or offense. Well, I feel like since my strength is so high anyway, I should probably just go with the armor. Yeah, I think we should prioritize defense, honestly. Alright, well, I gotta see if I can find some health upgrades. Anyway, oh, what the fuck, man? Jeez. Okay, well, we're gonna figure this out. We'll get through this. I think. I hope. Man, a hot spring would be incredible. Please. We got a hot spring. That's crazy. Okay. I suddenly feel a lot better about this. That's great. That's wonderful, actually. I think we'll be okay now. I'm suddenly getting balloon fight vibes. I like these guys. They're like little guys. They look like little grandpas. Alright, is this the final boss? Alright, not too bad. Okay, there you go. That wasn't so bad. Unless there's a second phase. There might be a second phase. Oh shit! Oh shit, he's a kaiju now. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. He's like Kraid. Is he shooting missiles? Alright. There's a bit of a difficulty spike here, but I'll try to get through it. Oh no, I lost my range and my fireballs. That's not good. And I can't shoot down, which is really bad. I think I can only hurt his head. Yep, only his head. That's really hard to avoid. Come on, no. Oh no, Pit turned into an angel. Wait a minute. Wasn't he already an angel? Oh no, do we gotta do that all over again? Oh, that's pretty fucked. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Jeez, the bats are so hard to avoid. I think the strat might be to just hit the bats as they come out. Otherwise, they're really hard to avoid, because, like I said, you can't shoot down. Yeah, like, do that. It's just really easy to get hit. go down for the missile attack. Alright, I'm starting again. We gotta try to just, like, not get hit too much when we have all the weapons. I think we just need to just exercise patience here. Yeah, alright, I'm kind of getting a loop here. Dodge, and then mash. Mash A, come up here. That becomes easier to avoid as you go down, so... And the tail only goes down so far anyway, so... Yep, alright, we got a rinse and repeat motion down. And now the fight is kind of dull. So yeah, that's wonderful. Oh great, we lost our long range. Here we go. Yeah, the boss, that sucks. This guy, I mean, this guy looks cool at least, but kind of, the bosses are just kind of boring. Okay, we got him. We got him. Thank God. I think that's it. I think we're done the whole game. Oh, man. Oh. You have done a marvelous job, Pit. You brought peace back to Angel Land. Yeah, of course. It's all the enemies from the games, but there's no names for them, which is kind of weird. Also, like, I feel like there should be credits. He's doing it. We beat it. There's the foot. Condor missed the foot, so he gets to see it now. The weird Metroids. I don't even remember seeing those guys. There it is. Yeah, Oh boy, where's he going? It's the sun! No! No! He flew too close to the sun! He's gonna fucking die! Oh my god. So why is that sun so creepy, too? Why does the sun look like the Happy Mask Salesman? Good lord. Well, that's a dark ending. I think that is the only time the Kid Icarus theme plays. Well, yeah, that's it, fellas. That's Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. You know what? I had fun with it. It was charming. I have some issues with it, but yeah, that's it. He dies. He flies too close to the sun and he fucking dies. That's the canon ending right there. That's wonderful. I love that. That's a great ending. Uh Man, I'm tired. But anyway, yeah, I think this game is I don't know if I can call it. It's definitely a step up from the NES game in a lot of ways, but also I think the difficulty was scaled back like a lot. The only parts that seemed to really give a lot of challenge were the last boss that we did, like that snake boss. But even that snake, there's the thing, the bosses were a little bit difficult, but they're boring. Even the final boss that looked really cool, it was a cool looking boss, but it was kind of boring, you know? This is a perfectly mid game. I would probably rate it exactly what I rated the NES game, because I think it's a step forward in some ways, but a step back in other ways, and I stand by what I said before. This should have been a Super Nintendo sequel. I think a Super Nintendo sequel would have been really, really cool, but oh well, that's not what we got. Yeah, this is a solid 6 out of 10 game, I'd say. So anyway, with that being said, that was the first game of Pocket-thon, and the next game that we'll be playing is Kirby Tilt and Tumble for the Game Boy Color. And because I wanted to do 2 streams per week, and last night was really more of a test stream, I'm gonna see if I can maybe squeeze in one more stream this week. I'm not sure when that will be exactly, because I think I'm busy tomorrow and Friday, so maybe Saturday or Sunday we can do Kirby. We'll see. But that's gonna do it for Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. Alrighty, guys, what did you think of the game? I'm very curious. I don't know. Did my playthrough make you want to play the game anymore? Probably not. Probably not. In fact, honestly, you experiencing it vicariously through me, I'm going to assume is probably going to be enough for most of you. But I would definitely recommend checking out Kid Icarus. If not this game, then the original NES title. I think, like I said, it's a very interesting game. But I do think it's a game that I appreciate and I'm fascinated by more than I enjoy. But I'm also happy that I played through it at least once. If anything, go check out that video that I posted last night. Well, I didn't post it, but I shared a link to a video that is a in-depth Kid Icarus review, and it really goes deep into detail of explaining why the game is so fascinating. So even if you don't end up playing through it, I definitely think it's worth looking into it and looking into it a little bit further. And I think that video is pretty comprehensive and a great place to experience that. Yeah, it's a portable version of an NES game, but I also think it's better than the NES game in a lot of ways. So it's kind of the opposite of Metroid 2. Well, here's the thing. I like Metroid 2 probably a little more than Metroid 1. I don't know. It's weird. I'm honestly just not crazy about the first 2 Metroid games in general. But that's also because Super Metroid exists, and that's sort of just like take Metroid 1 and 2 and make it better. Whereas with Kid Icarus, there was no Super Nintendo game. The next game is Uprising. And Uprising plays completely different from these 2 games. So this is it. The NES game and Myths and Monsters, that's the entirety of the classic era the classic era, if you want to call it that, of Kid Icarus. But Kid Icarus as a series is only 3 games, so I don't know. But I'm glad I played it. So yeah, it was a fun time regardless, and I'm definitely excited to continue this marathon. Kirby Tilt and Tumble is a game that I am very curious about, because that was a was it? I don't know if it was Nintendo's first gyroscope game, but I think it was. It has a gyroscope built into the cartridge, I believe. I don't know if it's the first gyroscope game, because there are other Nintendo games that I'm aware of. There's WarioWare Twisted for the Game Boy Advance, and isn't there a Yoshi game? Isn't it like Yoshi's Topsy Turvy or something like that? Zach probably knows. I feel like that's something Zach would know about. But I may investigate those as well. But yeah. Anyway, I know David suggested a friend of his to raid. Now, I don't know how raiding works with Restream, because raiding is only on Twitch. So, David, if you can remind me how raiding works, that might be something I have to do from Twitch. So I'm going to go and pull up my Twitch page. Yeah, you got to explain to me how raiding works. I haven't done that in a while. I think it's like, isn't there a command that we do? Or do we just go to his channel and just do a raid thing? I don't remember. I don't remember Twitch culture all that well. Okay, cool. Thank you. That is very much appreciated. So that's what we'll do. We will do a raid to end the night, and then yeah, I'll try to find a night for us to do Kirby Tilt and Tumble. What question are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about me asking what rating, how to do rating? Yeah, okay. All right. Understood. Understandable. Anyway, guys, before we end off the stream and we do the raid, just once again, really want to thank you guys for coming out here, especially Zach. Zach's been here for the entire stream. I super, super appreciate that. You guys are making it worth it to come back, and I'm excited to just make this a thing. Come back and keep going. Hanging out with you guys like this is super fun, and I'm excited to keep doing that. So, I had a good time tonight. So thank you guys for that good time. Without further ado, we're going to end it off here. I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll see you next stream. Take it easy.